Hello guys. Good evening, good morning. So we will cover the last minute Black Friday, Cyber Monday hacks, some of the things that are working for us right now. I'll share with you guys, and just make sure that we get as many people in. Just comment one, so I can make sure that you can see me and you can hear me. Okay, so just comment one below. And we will get started. All right, guys. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the time of the year, the time of the year that everyone is very excited about in terms of the sales. I was reading the stats somewhere that the actual revenue for all of the like e-commerce businesses during Black Friday goes up. Like last year, it was higher than the year before because of the COVID, and now it's even higher than that. But the actual profitability is going down, right? Because the businesses are not necessarily like generating as much profit. They're giving like too many discounts. And so what I want to share with you guys are some of the things that are kind of like that you can do to incentivize your customers to buy during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But at the same time, you wouldn't have to give them as many discounts, right? At the same time, you can boost your average order value. You can make your overall business more profitable. So guys, just hey Kevin here. So guys, just comment one below if you can hear me and if you can see me okay. And we will get started shortly. We'll just wait for a few more people to join us. All right. All right, guys. So yeah, we'll just wait for a few more people to join us and we will get started. So we'll show you some of the things that we have done in our business, some of the things that we've done to kind of like structure our offers. And by structuring an offer, I mean like making an offer as lucrative as possible, but at the same time, not giving away like discounts. A lot of people like give away discounts like 5%, like 5%, and like 10%, and then like 30%, and so their profitability because of that goes down significantly. I'll show you guys how to still generate sales with amazing offers, but at the same time, how to not give away those discounts. And for some businesses, it's totally fine. You might give away like even Gymshark, for example. We are in the same niche as Gymshark was one of our brands, and they're discounting stuff like up to 70%, right? Which is crazy. They're just getting rid of the inventory, which is normal for like apparel industry, where you have a bunch of different SKUs and you just gotta like churn them very frequently. So you just gotta get rid of them. But if you have, for example, if your business focusing more like on premium segments, right? You don't want to discount. You don't want to like push your kind of like discounts too heavy. But at the same time, you want to generate sales. I want to show you guys exactly how to do that. And I will show you some of the email hacks that you can implement. Not only now, you can set them up now, but you can implement them throughout the year. You set it up once, and it will give you like extra like 3-5% in extra sales. So Fashion Nova. So someone says Fashion Nova was doing 80% sales last Black Friday for sure, because you're accumulating a lot of the inventory. So during Black Friday, it's a good kind of like occasion to just get rid of it and have some capital, have some cash to reinvest and to buy some new inventory, right? And some models just simply don't sell. You have some sizes that don't sell. So with complex, relatively complex business as Fashion Nova has, it's definitely good practice to just get rid of it as much as you can. So guys, we'll start just like in like probably like 1 minute from now, and we will get going. All right, so that was Aham here. Hey Aham, how are you, man? All right, we will get started soon. All right. So we'll get started shortly. Right. Yeah. Let's get started, guys. So first of all, what I want to show you is one of the things that you could do for like improving the offers, right? So if you have, let's say, some products that like are selling, but conversion rate is not that high, right? And especially during like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I want to show you one of the things that we're doing to increase the conversion rate for the offers. And so that is question. Yeah, for sure. Like just shoot your questions. In the comments, and then throughout this call, I'll make some pauses, and I'll be answering your questions. So pretty much, like, guys, let me know if you can see my screen, right? And I have learned this from one very exciting company here. So guys, if you can see my screen, right? So when you're selling products, right, especially for like Black Friday, when you're selling products, what you want to do is you want to position your product not as a product but as an offer, right? So for example, with this company, when you are signing up for let's say, so this is just like the cart abandonment sequence. It's very, very interesting, and you can see here, first of all, like they've created this as a like world's first productivity drink, which pretty much like has very similar components as let's say regular like nootropics. Like those of you guys who are using nootropics, it's pretty much very similar. It has like ashwagandha, has some of those things, like lion mace mushrooms, turmeric, has a hinacea, has vitamin C and D. So pretty much like nothing special really, right? But they position it as a world's first productivity drink. But here's what's exciting, right? This is what any business can take, right? Like any business can take this, and I'll show you how to apply it like in different niches. But here, if you have a product that kind of like has more like a perceived value, right? But pretty much you can create that perceived value almost with any product. Then you have here the opportunity to basically create it like an offer, right? So you create it like, as you can see, it's called like Magic Mind Starter Kit, right? Instead of like just regular, hey, just buy this product. Let's say, hey, buy this like 20 bottles of water, right? Buy your Magic Mind Starter Kit for $197 per day. So it's kind of like makes the relative price very low. And then you can see here, your Magic Mind Starter Kit includes 15 Magic Mind productivity shots, right? $75 value. You have Magic Mode Flow State course. That's some videos that are recorded. And then you have Spotify Magic Mode playlist, right? Total value like $142. Get yours today for only $197. That's only $59 per month. This offer is not available anywhere else. This is how exciting it can be. This is how you can turn like regular products. Hey, get here, like buy like 25% off, right? Which everyone does. But here you can create something that is a lot more higher like perceived value. Guys, let me know if that makes sense. All right, so people ask me here to zoom in. Let me share my screen and zoom in. Oh, all right. So share my screen. All right, share my screen, and then I will zoom in. Right. So check it out here, guys. So special offer. Right, and I'll even make like a screenshot. I will share with you kind of like how you can position the offer, especially for Black Friday, because special Black Friday offer available only via email, right? Or special BFCM offer available only till whatever, till Monday, right? Get a magic or special pre-Black Friday offer, right? So no matter how you position it, the most important thing is that it has all of these like bullet points. It has all of these components of a good offer, and has something that's like Spotify Magic Mode playlist. What's kind of like perceived value of that? Like if it helps me to be more focused, if it helps me to be more productive, what's the value of that? Like Spotify Plus playlist by itself. But then you also have like the Magic Mode Flow State course, which is also like kind of like if it helps me to be more productive, helps me to make more, produce more, be more focused. What's the value of this? And obviously the main product. So you can see like pretty much you can combine like the main product and then add like 2, 3, 5 things that are kind of like external that could be just more like a perception. For example, if you're selling some apparel, then you can sell the fashion guide or fashion course, like how to style, how to combine colors, how to dress like in a like inexpensively, but how to dress, for example, in Hollywood, like they do in Hollywood, right? So, but pretty much comes down to like creating these like very like irresistible offers, and this is what you can do for Black Friday, especially for Black Friday, because this is where you can like people are in this like buying mode. People are in this buying mode, and what's important is that you just you're maximizing that that opportunity. Guys, let me know if that makes sense. Just drop below if it makes sense. All right, guys. All right, cool. Stacking the offer products, whether physical or digital, with or without discount. Yeah, so it's either one or another, right? But sometimes you'd have just a lot higher, a lot better response, even if you don't offer like significant, discounts. This by itself will make it very like lucrative, and it will make the perceived value a lot higher. So, all right, guys, let's just move on. So, guys, if you have any questions, just drop them below so I can answer those. These are the things that we do during like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We're combining different offers. We're combining products. So, for example, if we're selling, let's say, if we're selling the like apparel, right? We're selling leggings. We're selling bras. So we're doing, for example, buy 2 pair of leggings and get 2 bras for free, right? Or buy let's say 3 sets, right, and get 4th one for free, right? So kind of like you combining the offer, right? Like not necessarily, hey, 20% off, 25% off. I mean, those things kind of like they work, but also at the same time, what if you could push the average order value at the same time, right? Because if there is more perceived value, if there's more products that you offer, then you can charge more. And so this is how you can do it. I want to show you guys some other examples of this, like when this is executed well. So this company, for example, has very high focus on bundles. So you can see here, guys, let me know if you can see my screen. All right, so here, for example, right, like you have, so Singles Day sale up to 30% off, Singles Day sale, Singles Day sale, Singles Day sale, Singles Day sale, Singles Day sale up to 30% off. So they position it as a like Singles Day, whatever that is. But then if you look here, right, kind of like combining several products into one, right, like just bundling them together and selling them as one solution. So you can see here, like it's already like discounted price here. Combining several products, right? So it's like you're not selling just the product, but you're selling the specific solution, right? So it's called like Curly Girl Method, right? So that's the offer, right? If you were to sell just like, hey, this is shampoo, like take it or leave it, like, I mean, that some people would buy, but like it wouldn't be as effective. Now, here is like another like Black Friday offer, plus product free with your subscription, plus up to 50% off, right? So combining like up to 40% off, right? So classifying different levels of products by different discounts. So depending on what you want to get rid of the most, right? Let's say there is like a specific product category that maybe has like 70, 80% profit margins, but you just kind of move those products as quickly as possible. So if you need to get rid of them, then you would put them, for example, in this category, right? You can see it's like here, basically sorted like by the just on the landing page. And then for each of these, there is a separate landing page. I don't know, guys, if you can see my screen well. But pretty much, so here, for example, this one, boom, you have a bunch of products that are like specifically like discounted for that, for different like, right, so up to 50% off. So some of them are discounted more than others. Guys, let me know if that makes sense. You know, that's what we do all the time. We are like thinking how we can not just like sell products. Okay, here's the product, buy the product, right? This is what everyone does, right? But if you do that, or like just like, hey, this is like discount, take it or leave it. But if you do more kind of like creative combination of offers, you do some of the digital products, you do some of the other products, then it will increase the perceived value, it will increase the conversion rates, and it will allow you to be more profitable. Guys, let me know if that makes sense. And what happened, guys, guys, if you can drop like your main challenge right now, if you can drop your main challenges, so maybe we can kind of like cover like, so what's your main challenges for Black Friday? I know some people I've heard even have their like Shopify accounts disabled, right? Like Shopify accounts disabled, which is crazy, for almost like no reason. Like Shopify says it's because of the high chargeback ratio, but in reality, there is no chargeback ratio. So other challenges that might stop you from scaling this Q4. Main challenge is my ads are not getting results. If you can be more specific, that would be awesome. Like what exactly is not working, whether that's like click-through rate, whether that's the conversion rate, what are the metrics. If you guys want to drop your like landing page, so I can review, I can give you like feedback on how that landing page could be done better. All right, have tried testing various creatives, copy, etc. Drop your website or drop your clicking, not buying. Okay, cool. If people are clicking but not buying, oftentimes you might have competition, and you might have like pretty crazy competition. Oftentimes, like, you know, there's like 20 people advertising exactly the same product, and so what it does is pretty much like your conversion rate drops. People see it, and then people go to your website just to see the price. So this is what happens. So what I would do is I would check your competition. You go to ad library. So let's say if I would sell, all right, so guys, I'll share my screen again. So if I would be selling, for example, let's say leggings, right? Let's say leggings, ladies, right? So now I can see like all of the like advertisers that are selling the same product, right? So I can quickly find the advertisers that are so pretty much like ad library now can serve as a almost as an ad spy, right? So this is what you can do. And so let's say if you're selling like let's say weight loss, right? Whatever, that's just like an idea, and then you know that you might have some people that just like ripped your product or ripped your pages. This is where you will find them. So oftentimes you just find them here, and then if they have stolen your content, then you just appeal for like trademark infringement with Facebook, and this is how you get your conversion rate high again, right? So you go to ad spy, you search for specific keywords, and you find whether there's like other advertisers that are selling exactly the same product. Again, the like ad library pretty much is more efficient now than the ad spy tools. So scaling fast made Facebook decide faster your skills verification and all the other basics. Yeah, that's a tricky one. So here's what you want to do. You want to warm up, right? You want to warm up the like, for example, if you scale very fast with a product that is like aggressive, then it just gets like a lot of the like Facebook doesn't trust new advertisers, right? So what it does is Facebook pretty much starts kind of like cutting their losses, right, and seeing whether there's like too much risk in you scaling hard. Because if you deliver bad user experience and if you're scaling hard, then it might just create like a lot of bad user experience on the scale. So that Facebook doesn't want that. So that's why they're banning just for safety purposes. Oftentimes you get it back if your pages are clean and if you're selling compliant products. Oftentimes you get it back most of the times. But if not, then how fast should I scale? I mean, we've had projects we've scaled to like $1 to $2 million within the first like 30 days, with mostly like, I mean, there was a bunch of disband in like one ad account that was pretty much fresh, but that was with compliant products. So you got to make sure that you're selling compliant products or you're fully following the policy. Scaling to, let's say, like $5,000 within a week, $5,000 a day might be like too aggressive. So you probably want to go in stages, right? Let's say first week you would go to like $1,000 a day in ad spend. Specifically, if that's what you notice that the issue is like with fast scaling, you'd go to like in 1 week to $1,000 a day in sales in ad spend, and then from there you would gradually increase it. And within a month you do like $5,000 a day in ad spend, and then like you can go freely from there. So that's what I would do if I would have issues with that. Like setting up 3 packs with unique magical names, building many products inside, make this highly perceived for visitors. Yeah, exactly. Right? Like creating these different offers. This page. All right. So let's review this page here. Okay. I don't know if I will be able to open. Okay, so I'll review it in a second. So first, cover these questions. Our main challenge is retargeting campaigns on Facebook to convert and be profitable in scaling them. How's things for you with retargeting on Facebook? Guys, let me see. Let me actually check. I haven't seen my ads in a few days because I'm not managing my ads, and you should not manage your ads. I think that is not what gets what is like the most valuable like time allocation for the business owner. So let me see here, guys. Last time I checked, the retargeting worked pretty well for us. All right. So last 30 days. Last 30 days, we are getting very solid. We're getting like 242. So that just on the front end with Facebook, 242 return on ad spend with retargeting. So everything's working well. So how your retargeting is structured? If you can give me more details on that. How your retargeting is structured? What audiences do you target? Like what type of content you have in your retargeting campaigns? So yeah, if you can give more details on that. Can you start drop shipping with Instagram page influencers? 100%. 100%. You just got to make sure that when you send them your products that it doesn't take forever and it comes ideally with a custom packaging, because they'll see kind of like what products you're selling. So if it comes with like Chinese packaging, then it's not the best user experience. So ideally you want to send them with custom packaging. So just get, let's say 100, 200, 500 products, kind of like customized with custom packaging, and then send them to the influencers and start that process. Did you have experience with custom conversions to avoid feedback service for the pages? I think we've tested it a long time ago, but I don't think it actually worked. Like, I don't think it actually worked for us. I know maybe someone else has tested it. Replying to Facebook user, your page needs multiple CTAs. Okay, so that's probably for that website that was listed above. And optimize for custom conversions, like thank you page from Shopify. So you can definitely test it out, right? But I wouldn't like rely on this kind of like as a solution for tracking, guys. I would recommend you test Comically, because we had a call in the group, so that's pretty good solution for like tracking. That's what I would recommend. So here, all right. Replying to Facebook user, also it is product centric, not customer problem centric. All right, so that's probably for the website. Let me see here. Let me just open this one. Okay, so it's Crescent. All right, I got it here. Sleeping Lounge. What do you need to know about Mada Silk Satin Pajamas? All right. Okie dokie. All right, so let me see here. Okay, cool. So here's what I would do here. So super cute pajama for women. Small. All right, so this is good. Breathable. All right. Okay, so this is good. Finest sleepwear for a better use. Special offer. Add 2 and get 1 50% off at the checkout. Okay, so this is good. Shop Black Friday. All right, so this is good. All right, size guide. So, okay, inches here. Nice. All right, so here's like the size guide, for example, right? And so what's slightly confusing for me is like it only has 3 sizes here. It only has 3 sizes, but at the same time, if you choose sizes here, like you can also choose, let's say, large, extra large, and double extra large, right? So here they're not present. So how I'm supposed to know kind of like how big is this? So I think that is kind of like what I would add here. Breathable, pretty silk. All right, so this is good here. Sleep and lounge. I think there must be some kind of like a user, like kind of like unique selling proposition, right? Like why people should buy this product, just because it's like sleep and loungewear, or maybe because it's like adequately sourced. I think someone said that it's focused more about the product. I think yes, for sure. I would make it more about kind of like comfort, quality of sleep. I would make it more about that than about just like fineness, sleep for feel good product for a better you. Okay, so why they're like feel good? Why they're feel good products? I don't know. Okay, all right. So here, all right. Okay. All right. So now it makes sense, right? It was just like lower on the page. Sleep and lounge. Okay, so I would probably add some of these elements here as well. Eco-friendly, sweat resistant. Okay, so now it's like here it says they're like sweat resistant and stuff, but they're not actually saying kind of like the main things, which is like we're a brand of feel good products for women, right? So I would add this on every product page. We're anti-fashion. This is good. This is very good. Now there is something special about it. Now there is something special about it. Now you have something that is like polarizing, and that polarizing effect you can use in your marketing. You can also use when you reach out to influencers, and that generally just makes everything kind of like resonate more with a specific group of customers. I would just make it very clear and everywhere that we're a brand of feel good products for women by women. So that is here. Then if we look whether that whole messaging, I don't see like Instagram page for some reason. Oh, that's this one. Nope. All right. I don't know. Was there's like a page here? That's weird. But you want to like once you dial in that messaging, and if you know that that message is kind of like what resonates with customers, then you would incentivize that message everywhere. Also, if there is like a founder, I haven't seen it, kind of like the founder photos. If you can, use yourself as a kind of like the face of the company, or you can use someone else who would be kind of like reflecting those values and be like a face, because people trust, brands with faces. Then I would use that as well. Overall, it's good. There is already some. I remember we reviewed this website like a few weeks back, and it was not like this. Now it's a lot more kind of like, now there's at least some message, and it looks a lot better than it used to. In terms of the sizes, I would adjust, make sure it's like serves the larger customers as well. Invest in better sleep today. Yes, so this is good. I would just reflect that message everywhere, on every page, and every like Instagram post, on when reaching out to influencers, because this is what they would like resonate with, and that's what would also differentiate you from the competition. Let me know if that makes sense, please. What do you think about search engine optimization? What stage, which life cycle of online store you suggest to do SEO? I mean, for me personally, I prefer like to focus on kind of like more active and faster ways to get customers. But after like 8 figures, in revenue, like annual revenue, I would look into like search engine optimization. That's like a long time brand that you want to build. All right. See here the questions, guys, that you've shared here. So, all right. So if you have like $3,000, how much budget would you allocate for each product testing? Probably like 200-300. But I would make sure that like every product that I'm jumping on, first of all, that it has been validated, that other people have sold it successfully, that there is a demand for the product, that my angle to sell the product is different from what other people have, and then I would spend like, let's say, $200-300. I would look at metrics, whether it's like, let's say we have issues on the conversion side, or on the ad side, and then I would focus on fixing those issues, and then I would just continuously work. I would invest more into ads after I see the initial data, after I see what could be improved. If not, I would just drop the product. How can I deal with Google Merchant Center suspension? So for this, you can just book a call with our team, because we have solutions. We have solutions for that, for Google Merchant accounts. We have a contact in Google that can help to set up the merchant accounts so that you can advertise with those. And they also give you the invoicing, monthly invoicing. So, for example, you can spend $1 million on ads on Google this month. You're not paying it, but you have another 30 days after that to pay that balance, right? This is a setup that we have for ourselves, which helps a lot with the cash flow. All right, I have an aged pixel with a lot of data, but in that business manager, 3 pages are disabled. That is fine. If your pixel is aged, just you should be able to like use other like accounts. You should be able to use some other accounts in that business manager, so that should not be a problem. I've had business pages disabled in my business manager as well, but I'm still able to advertise. Cometly. So the software is called Cometly for tracking. I just dropped the link below. I can access the BM with another admin. Yeah, in that case, just advertise. So, but what I do on that? But what I do with the BM, nothing works anymore. Okay, so might have been flagged. In that case, just that other person that you use, like other BM, other admin, just ask them to create their own BM, and that one you can use for the advertising. Black Friday is fucked up for me now. Right, that's funny. Don't focus on Black Friday so much, because a lot of people kind of like making themselves like feel bad because like Black Friday they will not hit the numbers that they wanted to hit, right? So it's just like one day, like it's 1 year. So if you have like a good offer, I mean, you could be doing like $100,000 a day. Like we've been doing $100,000 a day in like January, in January, in February, in March, in May, June, July. I mean, almost every month. It's like it's not only like, like Black Friday and here's like end of the world if you cannot make it work. Don't make that like so painful for yourself. Like it's like I used to do that as well. Like kind of like making myself suffer. Like for example, one of the Black Fridays, we've been scaling very hard, and our Stripe, we had Stripe accounts. Two of our Stripe accounts got disabled, and like blocks, like just like, hey, we don't want to do business with you anymore. We'll just pay you, like after like 120 days, and that Black Friday was ruined. And so initially, I was just like, beating myself, like, hey, how did I let it happen? But it is what it is. You learn from it, right? And next time you do it better. So this is what important. Like, don't like, don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself. So, all right. Thank you very much, Aham. Thank you for the help. Thank you, my man. Set up. I said now set up garden feeding with new pixel. Good. There's some new things that are coming, guys. For those of you who are in ESS, there's some new things that are coming to the Garden of Eden setup that we'll share with you shortly. And we also have some new agency accounts that will be coming. So that will be pretty exciting. So, all right. Size guide. I forgot to add more sizes. Yes, please. Just add more sizes there. That will be helpful for conversion. So just make it as intuitive as possible for people. Okay, I got it. It's here. Question luxury. Okay, you see the page. All right, trying to find the Crescent T luxury. Oh, T luxury. Okay. Crescent. All right, cool. Now we got the Instagram page. That's wonderful. So, okay, you share my screen and review the Instagram as well. All right, so here, right, what I want to do is your page here is you want to make it more like user friendly. So, for example, here, if you will look at the description of the Instagram page, for example, DM taggers to be featured, right? So this is how you incentivize users. This is how you incentivize users we share the cutest paws on the internet. Shop one of a kind dog products below. So this is what you want to do on this top of the page that you have here. You want to kind of like give people more information on what to do and kind of like how to interact with the brand. Let me see if people are actually interacting here. 5 days ago, October 5. Yeah, you definitely want to kind of like incentivize more of the. You definitely want to incentivize more of the kind of like engagement, right? Because then other people will look at it and they will be like, okay, so this is some interesting brand, and that just creates like a lot of like social proof and gets you extra like organic impressions. So that's what I would do on that side. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Cometly better than Hires. You gotta test it. You can test Cometly without impacting your Hires setup. So if you're already using Hires, then it won't impact your tracking setup. If you're just looking for pure like Facebook ads attribution, then Cometly might be better fit than Hires. If you're looking for kind of like more like multi-channel and like from which same person clicked, but it's a very difficult to track anyway. Like Now these days, like it takes like typical customer path goes like customer clicks here, they go to here, then they go to Google, then they sign up on email, then like 1 month later they might buy from Facebook ad, right? So this customer cycle is so like mixed up. But as long as you have kind of like more or less like front end like attribution, which Cometly should give you, then you should be able to optimize and scale profitably. Would you say agency ad accounts are worth the money? Tired of getting my assets strongly disabled. I've had a conversation with few people this weekend about the agency accounts and overall like setup and Facebook stuff. I have a few people internally at Facebook, and pretty much it comes down. A lot of it comes down to like profiles, right? So profiles and business managers are so crucial. For example, if we have let's say if we use like farmed accounts, right, that had no activity like whatsoever, and we use those for the advertising, then Facebook can detect it just like that, right? Let's say the profile was not active for like 2 months, you buy it, it's farmed, it's like advertising access reinstated, then Facebook will detect it fast. The same with BM, right? If it's like verified BM, but there is like some fishy information on it, then it will be just like very difficult to sustain, right? Facebook detects that very fast. But if it's like a real profile using like a real business manager that is verified, then it will be just the agency accounts will work well for you. So it comes down more not to agency accounts, but to kind of like the setup that you're using. Guys, let me know if that makes sense. Thank you. It's been so helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, makes sense. All right. Yeah, guys, if you need any help, just book a call with our team, whatever your issues are, or hit Brian here. Brian is here in the community. Roland as well. Roland speaks Dutch. So if you need help with connect with, if you need help with Roland, if you need help with like with your ads, or you need help with your like conversions or whatever your issues, or team building. Team building is big. Team building is something that we will probably focus like 80% of our attention, kind of like showing entrepreneurs how to build the teams in 2022, because that is such a crucial element. And a lot of people figure out this like product market fit. They test few products, few of the products they scale up and kind of like, they get some traction with it. But then when it comes down to building a team and actually taking that business from this level to this level, so many entrepreneurs get stuck, right? And this is what will help them. 2022 will make a big focus in kind of like showing how we operate as a company, how we build teams, how we hire, how we train, how we onboard, how we find amazing people, and we'll share that with the community. All right. Thank you for your motivation. Thank you. Thank you for watching. So how should I test new products in Facebook efficiently? Campaign structure. My average order value is $200. That is a very nice average order value, I would say. So campaign structure for higher ticket products, I can tell you what worked. Like when I was, when I was a businessman, kind of like managing the ads. Right now, let me look in one of our accounts here with higher average order value. How would I do it here? I would just keep it simple, right? Like I think with that average order value, what you have to consider is that each purchase will cost, like CPA will be just like probably like $100. So you want to keep it as simple as possible and having like as little number of assets as possible in each of the campaigns, right? So I would probably stick with like 2-3 assets. I would do like ABO probably, and like in each of those, I would also have only like few creatives. And if creative doesn't work, I would just like kill it, and then I would just add new ones, and I would only leave the ones that are working pretty well. because you would need sufficient amount of data for those with this average order value in each ad set. So each ad set for proper learning, from what Facebook says, needs 50 conversions a week, right? So let's say your conversion is $100. 50 conversions a week is 7 conversions a day. So which means you need to spend like $700 per ad set, right? I mean, that's quite a substantial amount for it to learn properly. So that's why I would just keep it as simple as possible. I would have like a lot of retargeting with this average order value. You want to retarget people with after-pay options. You want to target the testimonials. You want to cover every single objection you can think of, like the pricing, the shipping, the guarantees. So everything you can cover there on that side. And so, yeah, that's what I would do. So how should it test? Okay. Or I think that's a different thing. I should test new product variation. How long should I wait before looking at results? With this average order value, probably like $300, $500, which will show you kind of like if the product is like resonating with an audience. And if yes, then you just kind of like improve the funnel or improve the ads, improve the creatives. And if not, then you might even drop the price. You might even drop the price because that might increase the conversion rate, and that might make all of the metrics profitable. What is the watch you're wearing? I mean, this is Rolex. This is the Daytona. Thank you again. My internet lagged out. Thank you guys. All right. So when you suggest to create to start to create a team, feel blocked, I feel so many stuff, but I don't have enough time. Yeah, a lot of entrepreneurs are in this situation where they feel like stuck, and they're doing so much stuff. What's your current team structure? If you can list it out. I'm your biggest fan, my man. I know. Thank you. Where can I get make ecom great again goods? Man, I mean, we'll do some amazing stuff with that name. A lot of people resonate with it and like it. So yeah, we'll send you. But next time you're in Miami, you and Lynn, like you get the goods. You get the goods next time you're in Miami. Are you running YouTube ads too? Yeah, we're running YouTube ads, but this is for the consulting part of the business. For our e-commerce site, we do just like Google Ads, like regular Google Ads. So the team structure, guys, if you can someone asked about the team structure. So if you can explain your current team structure, so I can explain if you have like any VAs. A lot of people. So here's I think the biggest one, the biggest thing about like building a team is I think a lot of entrepreneurs, they build teams, but they're building like dysfunctional teams, right? So what I mean by that is, let's say you get like a virtual assistant, and then you have like few more assistants, and then you become like a kind of like you managing and supervising. And while it's a small team, it's like, let's say 2-3 people you're supervising. Let's say you do like 7 figures in revenue or multiple 7 figures. So everything is fine. It's not like overwhelming. But then let's say you want to grow, right? And so what a lot of people would do is they pretty much start hiring, but they hire more of the same people. They hire, okay, let's hire like 3 more VAs. And like what happens is it just it collapses, right? So here's what I would do. Like initially you hire people that are like, okay, you want to outsource some lower value tasks. Okay, fine. You need like good VA, like especially if they're experienced like with e-commerce, you're in e-commerce, they have experience with e-commerce, awesome. You outsource them like basic tasks like support. You give them like answering like emails. You give them like maybe tweaking something in the website, maybe putting products on the website. You give them some of the lower stuff, and you can do the same with like video editing, for example. But you want to train people that can become eventually team leaders. Like for example, the media buyers that we've trained in our company, like most of them, they become like team leaders, right? So pretty much they can oversee their own projects. They can oversee, let's say, the media buyer can communicate with copywriter and can communicate with video editor and can basically make stuff happen without your intervention, right? So what you want to do is you want to build a structure where their incentive structure is built in a way where they're incentivized to produce, and it's ideally it's based on profit. But then, like, you don't have to be involved, right? You don't have to decide on them. Hey, do we test this product or this product? Hey, do we test, this? Do we choose this team for a website or this? Right? Do we test this creative or this one? Right? So you want to train someone who has the capacity to take that over from you and also to build their own micro team and supervise all of that. Right? So pretty much that person eventually becomes like a project manager, like media buyers become project managers, oversees their small team. And the same would apply for other areas of business, like operations. So for that, you can hire someone experienced. It will cost you $150,000 a year. This is currently crazy market, for hiring. So I'm alone, have a team. I just delegate some of the things on Fiverr, but I don't have any structure. I'm in ESS. All right, cool. Yeah, someone says never underestimate the power and incentive. That's so good. 100%, right? Incentivize people properly, and if that's the right type of personality, then they'll be high performance. If that's just wrong people, then that just might not work. But with the right type of people, if you give them the right incentives, they'll perform and they'll make the most out of it. When you invest into team leaders, isn't there the risk that they leave and do it themselves? 100%. There is a risk. There is a big possibility that this will happen. But what is the alternative? What is the alternative of training team leaders? The alternative is to just work yourself to death. It's there's no alternative pretty much. Okay, so what was the alternative for Mark Zuckerberg to build the Facebook? Because he had to build a lot of leaders, right? I mean, he could have coded Facebook by himself. Probably by now he would be dead. He would do work so much, right? So, but instead, Facebook has 20,000 team members, and then the most difficult part in growing the business is this kind of initial getting the business off the ground, because eventually you'll be in a position where, all right, if one person leaves, it doesn't impact. I mean, it impacts the business for sure, but you have the time and you have the resources to replace that team member, right? But for you to even get to that situation where you have the capital, you have resources, and business has momentum, you'll need to hire some good people, amazing people that will take those leading positions in the business, and you can free up your time so you can think more strategically where the business is going. Not just hey, this is one product, let's just scale the shit out of it on Facebook. But okay, how do we build a business out of it, right? How do we build a niche store, more products? How do we incorporate subscription? How do we introduce more traffic sources, right? How do we build a better infrastructure? How do we build a better supply chain? So if you free up your time so you don't have to be focused on smaller things, then you can you have the time to do that. Guys, let me know if that makes sense. I love this topic more than anything, so we can talk about this for a long time. But I'll get going because I have calls scheduled. Let me see here. So I don't have a team. So if you don't have a team, then first of all, get yourself like assistant, right? Just get rid of some admin stuff, some most basic stuff. Just get rid of it. Outsource, find an assistant, updating your website, even checking your ads if you give them specific kind of criteria. And so I would hire this support person, kind of gets rid of or assistant gets rid of all of the admin stuff. Second, I would focus on finding like someone who even a potential media buyer, because that's also very, very time consuming, and it takes time to train a good media buyer. It takes like 3 to 6 months. So that's number two. I'll look for young, hungry people without experience. If you don't have capital, if you have a capital, then you can hire someone who's experienced. That will cost you. Media buyers are now making like starting probably like 60, 70,000. Experienced media buyers can ask for like $90,000-$100,000 a year. That's the market we are right now. You might kind of like go and find some arbitrage like overseas and find someone like cheaper, but if you need good people in the United States, this is what you pay, this is what we pay. And so that is that. By the way, guys, we're looking for amazing media buyers. We're looking for amazing media buyers. And so so guys, if you're looking for like any positions in our company, we have some open positions that you guys, if you can, if you're interested to join our company, then I want to share with you. So if you can just like hit Derek at ecommerce-scaling-secrets.com, Derek at ecommerce-scaling-secrets.com, and just send him the information. We're putting together the like careers page so that all of the available positions currently are listed in one place. But yeah, you can. Do you recommend sending influencer scripts or only guidelines for content? Guidelines. Don't send them scripts. Guidelines. Okay, it should be this. You should show your face. You should show the product. Should be well lit. Should be high quality image. You should be smiling. You should say like a few words about the product. What was your life before? What was your life after? And that's it. Most revenue generated in a day. I don't think in those kind of like metrics. I'm looking for the perspective of profit generated per day. And so we've had some days with like $100,000 in profit. That's not like every day, but these are the metrics we're looking for the most part. A lot of people have these like massive numbers in terms of revenue. We're looking for the profit perspective. Guys, I'll have to wrap up. If you're interested to join ESS, our inner circle community with more personalized help and support to help you scale your business, we have some of the like smartest, like sharpest people, e-commerce entrepreneurs on the planet in our community. We have private like mastermind calls to exchange ideas, exchange what's working, exchange the systems, exchange the hiring procedures, exchange the culture stuff, exchange obviously the advertising stuff, what's working on scaling those, multi-channel. So if you're looking for that, then just book a call with my team. It's ecommerce-scaling-secrets.com/schedule. And guys, thank you so much for joining this call. You guys are awesome. I will see you next week. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. You guys are awesome. Bye-bye.